Good morning. So, here we sit, or not. Here I drive. Another day, and it's Sunday, so I'm heading in a little later, which is lovely. And I believe today is going to begin a segment of instead of this, consider that, which will be a series of ideas that introduced alternatives. So today, I'm gonna just chat a little about the weather. And it's like the most common topic of banter. You know, if you really don't have anything to say to somebody, oh, blah, 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 how's the weather where you are, right? But often people answer that with like, either it's beautiful, sunny, birds, blah, 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 or in our binary society, it's very binary. And what is the opposite of that? Sunny day? It is a cloudy, rainy day. It's terrible. So instead of it's terrible, it's cloudy, it's rainy, consider this perspective. It is a beautiful rainy day. There's so much moisture headed down to Earth today in the Pacific Northwest, which gives us all of this biodiversity. We have some incredible greenery and abundance because of, you guessed it, the rain. And so it is a beautiful rainy day. There are many, many more to come, but it's part of that growth mindset idea, which is something to try on like a hat, see how it fits, see how it feels, see if it works for you. It's a bit of a protector, if you will, in that scarcity mindset is not very fun to adopt and quickly gets you into a more troubled frame of mind, at least for me. So instead of, oh, it's rainy, it's only September, how are we gonna do this? Consider saying that it is a beautiful rainy day. And even if it's just to yourself, you don't have to say it to other people, but of course, I would encourage you to try it on, pass it around, spread openness, spread positivity. People kind of need it now. We have a pretty goofy situation occurring with a lot of changes we have some influence over, but I definitely know that you have an influence over the way that your attitude interacts with other people. And if you're choosing a attitude of gratitude and gratefulness to be alive and upright and enjoying the changes, then I think it's worth it. So instead of complaining, consider simply applying a different frame of mind to that. And so I feel like Sunday would be a great day to get into a pattern of that. And I've got all sorts of different instead of this, consider that ideas, because we have a bunch of alternative methods to our lifestyles. And it's been fun to learn new things and to experience different ways of doing things. And there's many, many, many more experiences to continue to grow into and try on and see if we like them. But that's what I'm feeling this morning. That's my thoughts. Thanks to my sister for sharing that. She is a sharp cookie. Both of my sisters are incredibly sharp and I appreciate their perspective. What else do I have? This is the part of the journey where I'm halfway to work, and I have other thoughts, obviously, to share with you guys. I feel like talking a little bit about this meal mentorship. I'm going to be pumping out some more videos on specific dishes. I made a lentil rice dish this morning for my fam before I left for work, and it's super easy, and it smelled amazing, and I tasted it, and it was fantastic. We'll see how the kiddos enjoy it. They've enjoyed it a few times before, so hopefully they're still on that path. But it's I just used whatever we had, which happened to be carrots, celery, green lentils, and some rice. I hit it with a little Bragg's seasoning, like 24 spice seasoning, and I think that's it. A little olive oil. Yeah, it's delicious. What the heck is going on here? Where are you going? So I made that before I left. We've been doing the avocado toast in the morning, and I've been rubbing not a head of garlic. I've been rubbing a clove of garlic into the toast, and that's been delicious. It's like garlic bread with avocado, and we put an egg or two on top. So that's been our breakfast. It's seemingly worked out quite well. Just forgot, or just remembered. See, there's another way to trick your brain into growth mindset. Instead of, I forgot, really what you've just done is you've remembered, right? You've just remembered. You didn't forget, because if you forget, then you don't remember. So telling yourself, I just remembered that I did not take a fish oil this morning, something I try to take every morning. No big deal. I'll take a couple tonight. But that's another one of those instead of this, consider that ideas, which is if you catch yourself remembering something, and it's pretty minute, instead of saying, I forgot, and it's kind of a bad, it's a no-no, you say, I just remembered. Okay, well, sometimes when you roll up alongside a bicyclist and you're talking to yourself, it can feel kind of funny, but that's okay, because it's part of life, and feeling funny is perfectly part of your whole spectrum of feelings. Now, today is a shorter day at work, and we're going to be celebrating a birthday tonight at the Noodle Factory, as my children lovingly refer to it as, which is hilarious. Something that we have not been doing a whole lot of, which is eating out. We've been eating in and attempting to save as much money as we can. And that's been enjoyable, although I do enjoy eating out. We pretty much whittled our diets down into a relatively clean and consistent habit of soaking grains and legumes and cooking them and making very basic, simple dishes, soups, tacos. And we will make macaroni and cheese and things like that, but all from scratch, homemade, delicious stuff. But going out and eating from restaurants typically creates an effect on me in that my body isn't used to the conventional ingredients and a lot of the processed stuff, so tends to not feel great after eating a lot of the stuff that the restaurants produce. Interestingly enough, I do not believe they are focusing on nutritive value, the nutrition side of it. Wow, these trees, here they are, ready, and they have lost half their leaves-ish. A couple of those trees have lost about half their leaves, and every other tree is beginning to show definite signs of change. You can see some right here, and this one's gonna start changing. But yeah, change is happening. It's cooling down. It's 42 outside right now, feeling real nice. Layering up, that's something that is enjoyable in the cooler weather, is putting on layers. I grew up high in the mountains of Colorado, and it was just a known maneuver when the seasons changed to just base layer and shell and hat and socks and layer it up. So I would encourage folks to get your layer on, bust out your multi-level, multi-layered garments, attire, and trains. We gotta wait for the trains. It's important. What was my goal for today? I feel like, as this is a journal really for me, just a video journal, but I'm sharing it, I have a goal for today, and that goal today is to find more like-minded folks on Instagram and Facebook and begin to share more of what I'm interested in on those platforms. And right now my focus is the gut-brain connection. I posted a video there the other day about a TED Talk from a doctor who was connecting the dots there, but that's something I feel just really passionate about. It isn't just like, food in general and delicious flavor, but more of how it affects us every moment. We're putting in fuel in our bodies, and if we choose great fuel, then we feel great, or we have the ability to tap into greatness. And if we're just putting processed garbage in, there's not much to expect out of that. I think it's a little silly to expect to feel great if we're eating really poorly, highly processed stuff. So there's my thoughts this morning. Hope you enjoyed. I am going to try and share more on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see how this works. I think I had 2 views last video. Thank you for whoever those are, according to the YouTube side of things. But that's okay. It's simply a 30-day challenge that I'm halfway through. Still enjoying it, still learning, and I hope you guys learned something today. Be well, y'all. Bye.